Everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Enterprise, Season 1, Episode 3, Strange New World. So this was a slightly better episode than the pilot or the second episode. If anything, this episode does kind of portray the acting ability for the actors a little bit better than what we've seen before. Still not a great episode. It's very reminiscent of like the original series and like the Paradise Planet and stuff like that, where we see like all of the Alice in Wonderland and all of the hallucinations and stuff. So in all of Star Trek, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, everything, we've heard of M-class planets. And you know an M-class planet is a planet that we as humans can survive on. This episode lets us know that M-class is actually a Vulcan term for Menshera-class planet, which is actually kind of interesting because I've brought it up before, and then one of my viewers, Jamie, who has commented on like all of my Star Trek episodes, and it's great, actually showed me the Wikipedia page. Like, hey, Starfleet has A to Z class planets. M class is just that perfect one. Well, M stands for Menshera, so it's kind of interesting that that's where it comes from. Didn't know that. I'll probably forget it by tomorrow, but it's still kind of cool. So the team go to this planet. They have an away mission. Of course, DePaul is like, this is like research, whereas like Mayweather and Tucker are like, hey, let's have like Shorely. Let's sleep under the stars. A storm happens, and the big twist of this episode, which is not a twist at all, is that the pollen or whatever is affecting everybody and basically causes parallel or paranoid like thoughts, processes, whatever, and people freak out. One of the crew ends up running off into the middle of nowhere, and they actually have to transport him out. And since this is one of those few transporting scenes, like the grass from the storm is actually embedded in his skin because the buffer can't process what's him and what's not. It's actually kind of cool, but still, it's like, okay, we get it. You don't know how to work the transporter. Moving on. Most of this whole episode is just Paul and Trip yelling at each other because they think there's rock monsters and they think that this person's paranoid and this person's not. And Tucker does mention how the Enterprise is a crew of 82, which that's the first time we've actually gotten a crew complement, less than any previous ship. I think the original series, Kirk said it was like 150 or something. So that's kind of cool that we now know there's only 82. T'Pol does the Vulcan neck pinch, which I guess canonically speaking would be the first time that this is ever seen. We do see it in the first season of the original series Star Trek. So, but this obviously takes place before that, so it's a thing before Spock does it, which is kind of interesting. But them just going at each other, like, you can almost tell, like, this is the third episode in the series. As much as T'Pol and Tucker hate each other, you can tell that they're going to end up together by the end of the series based off of just how much they hate each other. It's so cliche that it's kind of sickening, actually. So, for those who have seen this one, like I said, this is actually probably the best episode out of the first three so far. What did you guys think? What did you think about Menshera class? What did you think about the away mission in the Paradise Planet? Go ahead, let me know. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Unexpected.